guys, we can't wait to welcome you spring 2024 to Land's End Tavern. And the most exciting thing is we're going to be featuring our Jake's Pizza here. We're also going to be featuring a new menu, and some of the items are our house smoked pulled pork platter, our squish burger, our brisket melt, the treasure chest sandwich, a chicken salad club, and of course our signature pizza. This one is mozzarella, basil, plum tomatoes, and Parmesan cheese. Come see us.
Hi, this is Sierra and you're rocking with Salty Dog TV.
Hola, soy yo Lady y están viendo Salty Dog TV.
Hello again, this is Pete from Blue Water Tackle Shop. We're in winter mode here in the low country, but there's still plenty of good fishing opportunities available. The redfish, they're back in the creeks, stacked up in big schools, often in very shallow water. They move around with the tides. Cut mullet, shrimp, mud minnows, or any variety of artificials are all good baits. Another popular winter fishery is sheep's head. They can be found around docks, rocks, and bridge pilings. Live fiddler crabs are probably the best bait, but you can also catch them on sand fleas and shrimp. Sheep's head are also out at the nearshore reefs, as are black sea bass, maybe some other species, maybe a bull red out there. One of the other things I'd like to talk about is freshwater fishing. We don't talk about that a lot, but there's a lot of accessible ponds around here. Most of them hold some decent fish, some largemouth bass. So if you work maybe a soft bait around the edges or around the cover this time of year slowly, you might just bag a big bass this time of year. At Blue Water Tackle Shop, we are still offering inshore fishing charters, and of course plenty of bait, tackle, and free advice. Come see us.
This is Lauren. You're rocking with Salty Dog TV.
Hi, this is Dana with the Salty Dog Cafe. Come and join us 7 days a week for happy hour from 4 to 6. We have $2 off of all of our draft beers, $2 off of house wine, $2 off of canned beers, and $1 off of our house liquor. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, Salty Dog World, it is Tim, aka DJ Deep Dish, or as my friends call me, Stingray. Here to provide some exciting news. Jake's Pizza is going to actually be moving into Land's End Tavern and should be available all year long, starting early spring 2024. But in the meantime, I'm here to present you with Jake's Pizza Home Edition. So what we're going to do is we're going to make DK's Supreme. It's named after our beloved Dave Kemmerly, who's been a performer here at the restaurant for quite some time. It's one of his favorite pizzas. So here we go with the home edition. So we're gonna do a thinner crust than Jake's Pizza. We're also gonna be working on a big green egg with a pizza stone. So let's get into it. So we have like I said, a thin crust. Recipe is pretty simple. Just some bread flour, a little water, a little yeast, a little honey, a little salt. Let that proof out. We've stretched it already. Key to a good pizza is you definitely want to flour the peel. That's going to make transferring it to the grill a little bit easier. You can do a little LeBron, and then we'll just take our shell here. Again, we're working pretty thin here. Throw that on there. I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. All right, let's start with our pizza sauce. And again, this is a home edition, so feel free to however much you'd like, however much, however little. It's up to you. It's your pizza. It's your world. We're gonna just spread some sauce on there. We wanna go as even as possible. And we're gonna go in with a little whole milk mozzarella. And we use Galbani in the restaurant, which is a great product. Like I said, whole milk, decent fat content. Fat equals flavor, as we all know. Learned that from Nate's Cooking in the Parking Lot show. Go down with a little pepperoni. Next, we'll hit it up with a little crumpled sausage. Go down with a little sliced mushroom. Again, toppings up to you. You know, if you like a lot of mushroom, go for it. Your pizza, your world. Go down with a little sliced red onion. Just a little green pepper. I'm gonna have to give Dave a call, see if he wants to come down and enjoy it. And then we'll finish it off with a little black olive. And fresh grated Parmesan. All right, now we're gonna head over to our grill here. Got it ripping pretty hot. We're looking at about 550. Take this, and this is where it pays off to have that flour down there, so you can scoot it right onto that pizza stone there. And we're going to close that, and we'll be back as soon as it's finished. Stay tuned for Cooked DK Supreme. All right, welcome back, everybody. So it's been about 8 minutes. We got our DK Supreme on the big green egg here. I think we're about ready to pull it off. Just a quick cooking tip. In the meantime, I did clean up my area. You clean as you go, and you don't go till it's clean, as we say around here at the Dog. But we're gonna pull this pizza off and take a look. So, all right, yeah, it looks, got a nice golden brown, some browning under there. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off. We're gonna put it down there. I'm gonna finish mine off with just a little bit more of the freshly grated Parmesan. And that is everything. That's our DK Supreme Home Edition. And like I said earlier, we're gonna be opening up Jake's Pizza here early spring 2024, and we'll be working out a Land's End Tavern in South Beach Marina Village. See everybody soon.
Thank you for tuning in to Salty Dog TV.
Hey Salty Dog friends and family, it's Nate here at the Salty Dog Cafe. Going to run you through one of our famous oyster dishes. We got Jake's South Beach oysters. It's going to start with some softened, unsalted butter. And to that we're going to add some chopped parsley, cilantro, dried dill, Old Bay, dried chives, a little bit of fresh garlic, some chopped shallot, and some fresh basil. We're going to give that a little stir. Get that all incorporated. You can also use a mixer at the house if you have. Goes a little bit faster. Once we get that all incorporated to the best of our abilities here, we're going to add a little bit of shredded Parmesan cheese. Continue mixing that on up. Once you get your nice compound butter together, we're going to get our fresh shucked oysters. These ones over here are from Virginia. And we're gonna go ahead and get these stuffed and put on the big green egg. All right, friends, we got our compound butter done. Just gonna scoop it over into here. And we're gonna get our oysters topped. All right, we're gonna take about a tablespoon of our compound butter, put it on each oyster. All right, we've got our oysters filled up with our butter. We're gonna top that with just a little bit of extra Parmesan cheese, because why not? And we're gonna get these right on the big green egg. All right, folks, we're gonna give these 2 or 3 minutes, close the lid, get the cheese all nice and bubbly, and get going on our presentation. All right, Salty Dog friends and family, here we have Jake's famous South Beach oysters. Come on down and check it out. We'll see you soon.
Ok, gracias. Mi nombre es José Reyes. Gracias por ver la televisión de perros salados.
Hey, Salty Dog World, this is Tim here with another edition of Jake's Pizza Home Edition. First though, I have a pretty exciting announcement concerning Jake's Pizza. Here we got our official logo box, but Jake's Pizza will be returning earlier this year than the past several seasons as we move it into Land's End Tavern in South Beach Marina Village. So we'll be offering Jake's Pizza at a Land's End starting in the early spring 2024. That's really exciting and we're excited about it. And just a little teaser, Jake's Pizza most likely will be available elsewhere on the island in 2024, but I've already said too much. So let's get on to home edition here. So we're gonna make what we call a fresh mozzarella plum tomato basil. Some people will refer to it as a margarita pizza. We're gonna start out with a thinner crust. You know, at Jake's Pizza we do kind of a hand-tossed traditional. We'll be working on the big green egg on a pizza stone, so we're gonna keep it a little thinner, a little crispier for the home edition. I've mentioned this before, but you definitely wanna make sure your pizza peel has a little flour on it, so when you go to put it on that stone, it slides right off and you don't get a weird shaped pizza that's half stuck to the stone, half stuck to the peel, shaped like Texas or a football or Alaska, who knows. But anyway, so we're gonna take our dough here. It's just a simple dough recipe. And we're gonna start off with our homemade sauce. Now this is gonna be a two-parter. We're gonna kind of do a little pre-bake and then we're gonna revisit it. We'll make kind of what we'll call a shell. So we're gonna make a pizza shell before we top it with our fresh mozzarella, our plum tomatoes. Of course, after the second go around in the oven, we'll finish it with some fresh torn basil, a little olive oil, and some fresh Parmesan cheese, we'll say. All right, so we're gonna take that. We got ample sauce again. This is Jake's Pizza Home Edition. If you like more sauce, add more sauce. When we get into topping, you add whatever you'd like. If you wanna take the basic recipe, add pepperoni, feel free. We're just giving you the basics here. So we're gonna take our pizza shell here, we're gonna transfer it to the big green egg. Again, we're gonna get a little smoke on this pizza. We got some hickory going down there just a little touch. And we'll slide that right off. Got about 550, give me about 6 minutes and I'll be right back with you. So we got our, again, we just threw down on our crust and we just put our little red sauce on there. Put that right there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in with some fresh mozzarella. And again, it's your pizza, top as you see fit. Some people like extra cheese, some people like a little cheese. I like ample cheese. And again, you can take your time, make it nice and pretty. We're going in with those fresh Roma tomatoes. Now before we go in, back into the oven, I just hit a little olive oil there. Go with a little salt. Fresh cracked pepper, of course. Again, as much or as little as you'd like. It's your pizza, your world. Freshly grated Parmesan there. And we're gonna go back into the oven here. We're using the big green egg again. Okay, I got about 550. Just slide that off there. Close it up and give us a couple minutes and we'll finish this thing off. All right, back round 3 here. We're gonna finish up our fresh mozzarella, plum tomato basil Jake's Pizza Home Edition. So we've created our shell, we baked that off. We've topped it with our fresh mozzarella and our plum tomatoes. We'd add some seasoning. We've melted the cheese here. Now we're gonna pull that off. Looking good. We got a little melt on that fresh mozzarella. We'll throw that down right there. And then to finish this off, it's quite simple, just a little torn basil. Again, as little, as much as you'd like. It's starting to look pretty. Do that. Again, a little bit more olive oil on there. And that freshly grated Parmesan. Playing the wind out here a little bit. I like a lot of Parmesan, so we'll go a little bit more. And there you have it. Jake's Pizza Home Edition, fresh mozzarella, plum tomato basil. Again, Jake's Pizza will be open in South Beach Marina in the early spring, and we'll see you there.
Thanks for tuning in to Salty Dog TV.
All right, Salty Dog friends and family, back making our second type of oyster. We got Jake's Rockefeller. We're gonna use a little bit of that compound butter with your fresh herbs, garlic and shallot. Put that into a saute pan. Get that melted up a little bit. And to that, we're gonna add a little bit of fresh garlic and shallots. We're gonna just let that come together, saute up a little bit. And to that, we're gonna add a little bit of our chopped applewood smoked bacon. And again, just let that come together. Once you see your garlic and shallots starting to get translucent, we're gonna add a little bit of our collards. All right, folks, we got our onions, our shallots nice and translucent. Bacon's getting nice and crispy. We're gonna add some pre-blanched South Carolina collards and get that sauteed as well. All right, folks, we got the shallots, we got the garlic, we got that crispy applewood bacon, we got those local South Carolina collards. We're gonna add some heavy cream or half and half, whichever you prefer. Add that in, get it nice and incorporated. We're gonna bring this up to a nice boil, and then we're gonna finish it on off for you, okay? All right, folks, we got that heavy cream. It's reduced a little bit. That collard greens have got a little bit softer. We're gonna take our shredded Parmesan cheese, sprinkle that on in, give that a nice stir. Make sure it gets nice and incorporated. And at the very end, we're gonna add just a little bit of roux, which is gonna be equal parts fat and equal parts flour. And what that's gonna do, that's just gonna thicken it up just a little bit. All right, folks, and there we have our world famous Rockefeller mix. We're gonna take this off, let it cool a little bit, and get that put on some of those delicious Gulf oysters. All right, folks, so we got our oyster Rockefeller mix. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit on each one. Pile it up nice and high. And then what we're gonna do is hit that with a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna throw that right on the big green egg. We're gonna close that lid for about 2 more minutes. Presentation coming your way soon. Salty Dog friends and family, we got Jake's Oysters Rockefeller. Y'all coming down and try it out for yourself. We'll see you soon.